You know, the future of our sport depends on introducing new folks, whether it's kids or whether it's adults, so that we can continue the great heritage of hunting. I think is if you're going to take some folks out, especially if you're taking out young hunters, the first thing is you want to make it fun for them. When we bring a kid in here, and we do a lot of stuff with the 4-H, and if I was going through a day and we got a brand new hunter we're bringing in, you know, we bring them in here, we introduce them, we talk to them about wildlife conservation. If it wasn't for the hunter and the fisherman, we wouldn't have the abundant wildlife. And we just explain that their role, our role and their role once they get into sport. And then we go over to the range over here, and we have a lot of fun. We start them out with, say, a BB gun and let them plink cans and different things like that. Then we go to the, say, the Savage A17, and that's something we might be shooting squirrels and small game hunting and teach them to that. Also, if you're on the shotgun side, Savage has a cool little 410. The worst thing I see when people are starting folks out, especially young kids, is giving them a gun, say a 270 or 7 mag, and take them to the range. Well, number one, it kicks, and number two, it's very loud. So you can turn them off by starting them with the wrong equipment. So we've always had a lot of fun of starting them out, letting them plink and have fun. And then as you graduate up, and then say we're going to take somebody deer hunting, if it's a kid or adult, depending on which one it is, we try to pick out the calibers. And Savage has got a cool 110 series, and it's got the AccuStock right there. So, in the old days, I used to take my rifle, then cut the stock off so my son or my daughter could use it. Well, technology has really moved up. So the 110 series is that you could shoot a 243 or a 25-06, some smaller calibers, and let these kids graduate up from, say, the BB gun all the way up there, and then they can go deer hunting. But the number one thing is you got to teach them hunter safety. You got to get them out there with the weapons and showing them, where to point the weapons in the right directions, their safety, their triggers, their ammunitions, everything, because, our sport is a lot of fun, but you're also dealing with weapons that can be fatal. So that is the number one thing you want to do. The next thing, as I said, have fun. Whether you're starting them out with BB guns or, pellet guns, plinking and shooting balloons, things that they can have a lot of fun and activity, okay? And then you can graduate them up to deer hunting and stuff. But I'd say the worst thing you can do is go take a kid, 8 or 9 years old, put them in a deer blind when it's cold and tell them not to move and not say anything. That's what you don't want to do, is you don't want to turn them off. This sport is a lot of fun, but let them engage in it at the speed they want to engage in it. So, and the other thing is access. A lot of people don't understand the access part of it. A lot of folks don't have the money out there. There's a lot of single mamas out there. If every hunting club out there that had a hunting lease, if there's 10 million deer hunters out there, let one weekend be where you introduce new hunters. Think about it. If there's 10 million hunters and everybody did it, we'd have 20 million hunters. So there's a way to do it, but we all got to chip in and be part of it. So I think we've got a great sport and a great heritage. But the thing is, you want to teach these kids the fun part of the sport, hunter safety, what wildlife management is, what their role is of taking care of our game animals and our fisheries and stuff, because it's us that make it happen. So if you teach them the education part, you teach them the gun safety and getting out and start them in small game and that, you'll have a hunter for a long time, and then it'll be their job to pass it on. So as I said, my grandfather got me going when I was 6 years old, and once he got me going, I was hooked. Hopefully you as a mentor can get somebody hooked in your community and let them be a hunter for years to come.